Well, hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. You can call me Pajama Grandma. If you haven't met me yet, if you haven't been exposed to me yet, go ahead and put hashtag pajama in the comments below. So I know it's the first time you are seeing my wild hairdos, because I always like to have fun in wild hairdos, or my coffee cup the size of my head, because some days we just need a coffee cup the size of our head. And today is one of those days. CANI, C-A-N-I, CANI, however you want to pronounce it. It's really an acronym, and it stands for Continuous and Never-Ending Improvement. Today is day 23 of our Supersize challenge, and I want to talk a little bit about continuous improvement. Now, being a long-time quality professional, I was trained in quality in college in engineering, and then I went on and spent 25 years plus, like over a quarter of a century in corporate America in the field of quality and different levels of quality management with different size companies. I worked for a couple of big family-owned companies. One did 85% of the world's deodorant labels. It was a printer. Some of the biggest companies in the world, which I won't name. I mean, if you care, you could go back and dig through my social media accounts and find out all the places that I've worked and look for my resume. But since I haven't worked in corporate America for almost 15 years, I don't really care about that stuff anymore. But all of the things that I learned about continuous improvement and about quality and things, those carry with me, number one, throughout my life, but also into all the businesses that I've owned since leaving corporate America. I guess during and since leaving corporate America, because I've got over 4 decades of that kind of nonsense too, or that kind of fun. It's actually been fun. So continuous and never-ending improvement is the next step in our supersizing our business process. So we've gone through all the steps, and we've got our process working in our business. We've improved it. It's working. It's chugging along. And now we want to look at it, and on some frequency, we want to audit that process. We want to test that process to make sure that it's working. And we want to then go through the whole loop of, are there ways to improve that process? Is there something that's broken? Because over time, sometimes processes get broken. Things change all the time in our lives and in our businesses. And we always want to be making sure that what we put in place, especially if we've automated it and delegated it or outsourced it, we want to test that process and make sure it's working. So the process I've been working through has been content and getting content, or using my content in social media to attract new customers to my business. Now, I actually did a little continuous improvement and met with a coach yesterday about my Instagram, because Instagram I'm very new to. The kids had me set up an account years ago, but I never really did anything with it. And then a few months ago, I started just randomly posting on it once or twice a day, something. And basically the expert I met with yesterday was like, as she was asking me questions, and I was getting more and more embarrassed because, and I shouldn't be embarrassed, because all I was trying to do was get in the habit of posting on it, and I didn't have a purpose. And the first thing she did was actually point out, who are you posting this for? Do you have a purpose? And I'm like, no, I absolutely do not. But I was embarrassed because I know I should have a purpose. I should have a target audience that I'm posting to, and I'm posting things for, not to so much as for, that will benefit them. And I've just been randomly posting things to kind of figure out how it works and learn the process, which is not a great strategy. She's like, well, you're not getting any more followers, right? I'm like, no, I pretty much I haven't increased my number of followers for months, or all the time that I've been doing the things that I've been doing on it. And she's pointed out why that is. Well, it's because your content needs to be geared toward one specific audience. The thing I tell every single one of my coaching students, so I'm a little embarrassed by that, but it's true. Just because we know what to do doesn't mean we're always doing it. And so it was a very good reminder to me. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to transition and gear toward creating content that inspires, motivates, or educates, and is exactly for something that my ideal customer, my ideal client avatar, my ideal target audience would be looking for and would be benefiting from. And then all the cool things that I like to post just for the fun of it, like my granddaughter and my daughter and walking in the park, that stuff will have to find another home, I guess. So that was very enlightening. But that's an example of looking at your process and continually improving it. if the process that you're working on is, maybe it's your sales process, mine's my sales process. So now to continually improve and test that, I will actually have a couple of people be like secret shoppers or dummy sales and go through that process on some frequency just to check it and make sure it's working. Sometimes our technology breaks down. So if I had created a sales funnel to attract customers to my business, sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes my website goes down, my WordPress blog, sometimes that goes down. And the only reason I know it goes down is because when I'm in my email, I get a message from a service that tells me, oh, your site was down for 34 minutes. Your site was down, because it says when it goes down and then it says when it goes up. And I only ever find out after the fact because I'm not in there and on it all the time. So that's a way I've automated the process of verifying and checking something that is on autopilot. And so if we can find systems to help us do that, but sometimes that's not what I'm talking about. That's a good one, but we need to be doing it ourselves. We need to be testing our processes on some frequency, especially the ones that are critical to our success, critical to the growth of our business and our organization. Lots of industries have secret shoppers. I always encourage my restaurant and bar clients to have people that your employees don't know come in and be a customer. The best way to understand your customer's experience and the customer experience that real people feel when they come to your business isn't to ask your employees. It's to have somebody, and it can't be you because it's your business, go in and be a customer of your business and actually experience the entire process that they go through as being a customer, and then reporting back to you and letting you know. That's a great way to test your processes and your systems and your procedures. I love secret shoppers. I think they're awesome. Your employees don't always love them because sometimes you find out things that are going on in your businesses that you wish you didn't know were going on, especially when it's a brand new person coming into your business and your bartender comps them 4 free drinks and they've never met them before, but since they're good looking and they think it's cool, they comp them drinks. You might find out things like that, but you need to know stuff like that. You need to know if there's holes in your systems and procedures anywhere along the way. That's part of continuous improvement. The other thing I make sure everybody understands, and I build it into every business I have, and it was part of the corporate culture, and it was the one thing that I would make sure got ingrained in the corporate culture of every business I've ever worked in, is that continuous and never-ending improvement and process improvement is everybody's job. The quality of the products and the services that we provide to people. If it's just you right now in your business, then it's your job to make sure that you're always improving those processes and delighting your customers. And as you add people to your team and to your organization, and as you delegate and outsource different activities, it becomes that new person's job, who's ever involved in your organization at whatever level, to always be looking at what they do for your business and for the people that you're serving, and continually improve. Always be looking for a better, faster, easier, more efficient, more effective way of absolutely everything we do. Because I think there always is a better way. Things are changing all the time. And if they're not changing for the better, they're deteriorating. And we always want to make sure that we're changing for the better. So today, your challenge, your task for today is to look at the process that you've just gone through and test it. Have somebody audit it or test it. I'm a big auditor. That just means testing. Test your process and see how it's working. Just give you the feedback. If it's a sales-related thing or you're delivering any type thing to customers, get a secret shopper. Have somebody that nobody in your place knows. Go in and be a customer and see how that experience goes. That is the fastest, easiest, best way to test that. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow with day 24 of Supersize Your Business. Pajama Grandma out. Bye.